Hey there everybody, today is May 12th, 2020, and I just want to give you a quick update on what's going on right now. Last week, we mentioned that the SBA had reopened the EIDL application just for agricultural businesses. And as we're seeing more of our clients get approved for the EIDL loan, I just wanted to reassure you guys that if you applied for the loan before they shut down the portal, that your application is still being processed slowly but surely. As of May 8th, the SBA has dispersed over 3 million SBA grants with a total dollar amount of about $9 billion. 3 million grants, that's a lot. That's a lot of applications. And we don't have any numbers for the EIDL loan portion up to May 8th, but we do have it from April 24th. So as of April 24th, the SBA has processed just about 39,000 loans, which is not much. To give you a comparison, as of April 24th, they processed just about 1.1 million grants. So I look at the difference there and it's like, holy crap, they're really behind on applications and processing those loans. So slowly but surely they're getting to it. And from these numbers, it looks like they're gonna have to have more funding in order to support all the applications that have been received. Moving on to the stimulus check. Most Americans via direct deposit have already received their stimulus check. If you haven't received yours yet and you're expecting it by mail, it could take up to 3 more months. Now the IRS created a portal that you can check on the status of your payment. I'll put the link down in the description below. And it hasn't been working super reliably. However, lately, in the last week or so, it's been more reliable for a lot of my clients. Now I want to move on to restaurants and whether or not they should open and what they should think about when they do open. Because in Colorado, there's been a couple restaurants that have opened their dining room despite the orders from the governor and from the health department to stay closed. One restaurant has been forced to shut down their dining room. Otherwise, they would face having their business license revoked or suspended, which is what we mentioned in the last video. Now, I'm not going to judge these business owners because I know times are really tough right now. And you know what? They had a lot of support. They had a lot of people come out and support the restaurant when they opened. So I'm not going to judge them. I just want all the restaurant owners to really think about what's going to happen when you do open. Because I think that there's going to be still a lot of hesitation from clients and from customers to go into an establishment to dine in. And on top of that, I'm sure your capacity will have to be reduced to meet like social distancing guidelines in your dining room. So with all those things considered, your revenue probably will be much lower or a little lower than it was back in February, because I don't think things are going to just bounce right back to how they were. The PPP loan is meant to cover about 8 weeks of expenses. And if you're a restaurant and you got that loan, that means a good chunk of those 8 weeks were spent shut down. Your dining room was shut down. Maybe you were offering takeout, but either way, you had reduced staff or reduced hours. And so you might have been paying employees for doing nothing even. So what's going to happen after those 8 weeks are up, after your PPP loan runs out? These are things that you need to think about right now so you can be prepared for it. I recommend forecasting and budgeting your cash flow because you want to make sure you have enough cash to last through the entire pandemic and you're not going to be caught off guard because you're going to have people who are hesitant to dine into your restaurant. You're going to have reduced dining room capacity. There might even be another shutdown order. So what are you going to do when that happens? You can't purely rely on these government programs. You have to think about how you're going to have enough cash to float you through the next year or maybe even 2 years. And so forecasting and budgeting will definitely help with that. There are things that you can take advantage of, like there's other loan programs out there. Outside the SBA, there's state-funded loan programs. There are tax incentives that you can take advantage of. This could be a good opportunity for you to just get creative with how you can bring in more money without your dining room. I've seen restaurants offering toilet paper with every takeout order, or restaurants investing in like food trucks or just doing more catering, or they're investing more into their delivery sector of their business, you know, because I know that companies like Grubhub and DoorDash, I think they take a pretty good chunk of your revenue if you use them for delivery. So, you know, this is just a time to think about how you can survive, how your business can survive this whole thing without purely relying on government money. Because we don't want you to have to shut down. We're rooting for you. We want you to survive. So how can you do that? And planning ahead, having intentional plans ahead of time can really help with that. That's all I got for today. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to stay up to date with all things related to the SBA, the IRS, Congress, and the Department of Treasury. And be sure to hit that like button if you thought this video was helpful. Thanks so much. I'll see you next time.